Argentina get us started through Diallo, the new playmaker, the number 9, brought down by Antoine Zegda, big 6'5" Olympic gold medalist. Yerim Fowl from Clermont-Auvergne back in this team. There's Revivez, the captain, now a touch for Célian Puzelgay from Toulouse, that hotbed of rugby excellence in the southwest of France. There's Nelson Epe, another Toulouse boy. Gives himself a little bit of space. He's got Fowl with him, and also Jordan Sefo. Moneta just puts him on the floor just over halfway. Revivez, the skipper again. Zegda from Monaco skips through. Antoine Zegda just holding onto his coattails was Diallo. Penalty France. Looking good early.
France looking threatening. Great break up the middle from Zegda. Able to hold on to that one, looking to play quickly. Sefo
lays it back nicely. Ryan Rabage there made his return in Perth. Now Zegda in a wrestling match with Bazin Velez. It was Graziano. There's Rabage, here's Sefo. Jordan Sefo, the big number 12 from the island of Réunion, east of Madagascar. Another Olympic gold medalist. There's 4 or 5 of them in this French squad this weekend. Here's one of them, Ram Rabage. Oh, he almost passed that to himself, and then he dropped it ultimately. Marcos Moneta's onto it, and look at him go. Here he is, Marcos Moneta. Night-night. Argentina score first.
Well, blink and you will miss Marcos Moneta opening this one up, but we thought France were in for all money. Rabage, he holds the ball up so brilliantly. He sees the gap in defense. The Argentinians fly up, but that money man, Marcos Moneta, him in a scramble defense is a dangerous place, and he makes quick work of the holes in that French D.
His 175th try all time, Marcos Moneta. There you go, series tries. He's a bit behind Trevidic and Nandovano. Sort of symptomatic of Argentina's season. They were regular season champions last year and the year before that. It hasn't quite clicked for them this campaign, but they're looking forward to that World Championship when it gets underway in Hong Kong. Santi Gomez-Cora, head coach, has a plan in mind. You can be absolutely sure about that. Diallo. Nice inside dish from Arieta, 20-year-old rookie on the series this year. Here he is again, Moneta. Lays it back nicely. Counter up from France, the big heavies come in, and Revivez almost goes without it. And he's got Epe with him now, skips inside. A little chicane run from Revivez, chest pass over the top. Célian Puzelgay, and a bit of jouet from France. They could go ahead here with a conversion.
A bit of French flair to respond to the Argentinians. Revivez swerving through Las Pumas, and then the pass back inside Puzelgay in support. But France, we know they know how to play rugby, and them showing us that.
Rabage with the go-ahead conversion. Célian Puzelgay from Toulouse as well, 22 years of age. This is his 7th event all time, but they have this wonderful relationship, France Sevens, with the clubs all the way down the pyramid of French rugby. Top 14, Pro D to Federal. They can access the players, and they give them a chance here on the big Sevens stage. And they love being here playing, and it's great for their present and their rugby future. That ball went forward, but Revivez didn't roll away, so penalty comes.
There's something great about France and crossing over between 7s and 15s. It really elevates the skill level in both codes of this sport, and we love seeing the 15s aside players out here in the 7s aside version.
Well, it was here, wasn't it, in the stadium in 2024, where one Monsieur Dupont made his debut for this team, and we know what happened a few months later. Free drinks for life in Paris. But Argentina here need to find a way back. Remember the equation. They must win this and hope Australia beat Fiji. Actually, if France win by 7 or less, Argentina can still progress. If Australia beat Fiji, that line out, not straight. France will have it back.
In 15s, yes? Not in 7s. Yeah.
Just talk us through that, Abby. Is it a slightly different regulation in terms of the contested line out in 7s to 15s?
You hear Daharo asking questions saying there was no contest from the defense, but in 7s, it has to go straight down the tunnel regardless of a contest from the defensive team.
Stability.
Reva feeds the scrum. Yerim Fall. Here he goes, Simon Desert. That was Buzogay again. That was an incredible kind of offload out the back to Nelson Epe, who held onto it, almost intercepted by Gonzalez, and here's Rebage. Rayon Rebage has been hunted down here by Marcus Moneta. Moneta will have him for pace, but Rebage has the guile and the wherewithal to go on a mazy run all the way over the try line. France extend their lead.
Buzogay making the initial line break, using his footwork, ball out the back to Epe. And then France just connecting so well, and then the huge dummy from the big man, Rebage, sprinting down for the try. However, referee calling up to TMO to check something.
No try. There's a clear knock on by France. You need to go back for a scrum.
Yeah, so TMO can come in if there's an obvious error in the build-up to the try, and rightly so. Seen a knock on, Matt Robb, the TMO, it's been ruled out. So it was that offload from Buzogay. Oh yeah, ball hit the floor, did go forward.
Epe trying to reel that one in, but does just drift forward off his hands. So fair call from TMO. Ever watching this match?
He actually got a gold medal himself, Nelson Epe. He was called up after being named as the extra player, the reserve at the Paris Olympic Games. There was an injury, got game time. Ends up with the biggest prize of all. Amazing.
Right place at the right time and took his opportunity.
Squad effort, always. Penalty here to Argentina with seconds out here. We've got added seconds first half now. With that try ruled out, still 2 points the difference. They would have done the maths, they all do, they know the equation, they know this could be enough to put them through with a losing bonus point, but they'll want the win, of course.
And that's one of those challenges when you do know what you need as a player, because you don't want to overthink that. You have to focus on the moment. What can you control there versus the outcome? Not I need to win, but in fact, how do I win? That's catching the ball, that's passing the ball, that's making my tackles.
Pressure comes on from France, but Moneta has it. There's a knock on, and that should be half-time.
Knock on, half-time.
So not much in it, just 2 points. The conversion is the difference. France leading Argentina by 7 points to 5. This is round 3 in the men's draw. France against Argentina. As it stands, France have a 2-point lead, coming with 2 losses. Argentina with 1 win and a loss. And Argentina's hopes of qualification for the semi-finals hang in the balance. They did reach a cup final in Cape Town before Christmas. France made the Singapore Cup final this season, so they've been knocking on the door, both of these teams, in this cutthroat top 8 7 season. Gonzalez arrives late at the breakdown, almost gets shoved off it, but you rarely shove that guy off anything. So strong. Arietta now, the 20-year-old. Super Rugby Americas, 15 aside. There's Moneta. Another one of the new men, Sangara. Young Fall told to let go of Diallo. Here's Gonzalez again. Sangana dummies, gets inside Rebaj, and then a beautiful ball to Alvarez. Now it's a foot race between two big men, but look at Sangana. Brilliant tackle. Laid back nicely though, and arriving is Sangana, but how about the hits on him from Jocelyn Bouillet?
Some great interplay there from Argentina, making massive ground, offloading to one another, and a great run down the sideline from Alvarez. It was great feet initially, finding Alvarez free down the edge. Again, the cover tackle from Riva. Was it Zegdar making that tackle? Yet then a bit of ill discipline, too eager around the ruck from France. So ball back with Argentina.
He's had to do a lot of work in that scrum half position. Gonzalez offloads. This might work out. Alvarez to Moneta. There's his second, and Argentina take the lead. Pistols are out in Vancouver.
Conversion in France's 22, and this all comes off the back of that penalty from France, letting their foot off the gas. It's a great ball out to Moneta, back to the defense. Was Alvarez instrumental in both phases leading up to that?
Double barrel from Marcus Moneta. He's a long way behind his head coach, but one day he will get there if he keeps playing this sport, because this guy just keeps racking them up. 12-7.
He really is one of those players you can always count on. He can score tries from anywhere on the pitch, and he can light a fire under these Los Pumas.
Latoro Bazan-Velez out there on the field, gets us underway. A big bump there on Graziao. In fact, it was Vera Fell. 12-7 the score. 3:55 to go. Loads and loads of time for France. High quality game of rugby sevens this. Here's Bouillet, and he gives it to Rayan Rebaj. Rebaj will run away. A man from Toulon on the Côte d'Azur has leveled the scores in Vancouver.
Great fight through contact there. Rebaj wrapping around, dummies back inside, Hitch kicks out of it, and then dares to get as close as he possibly can to those uprights, seeing if he can make the conversion a little bit easier.
And he raises the flags. So there you go, France back in the lead, 3 minutes to go. He's got a big brother, Svan Rebaj, who's about 6'7", plays in the second row for Toulon, the top 14. He didn't get the height, so he thought, you know what, I'll use my rugby acumen in a game of rugby sevens. And another Olympic gold medalist in the side getting it done. Speaking of which, Riva gets us back underway. Ball hits the deck, tries to hack it forward. Bouillet, he's been lively. Here's Simon Desert onto the loose ball. And Simon Desert has just got out there. Extends France lead. Well, Argentina now are in a bit of trouble because the conversion will put them 2 scores behind, and that could be qualification chances done.
It's a great restart. No one quite claiming it, and then the ball just loose on the turf, and Desert, the quickest one to get to it. The awareness and the ability to just accelerate away right under the sticks, extending France's lead and making this a bit more challenging for Argentina.
They've been a great addition since he joined the squad last season. Simon Desert. Another contested kick in the air, this time Argentina. Bazan-Velez will scoop it up, and now they can play. Verfeld sets it up. So 2 scores behind. They need to score reasonably quickly. Remember, there is an equation. They could lose by 7 or less and still qualify if Australia do them a favour in the next match against Fiji, they'll want to take maximum points and not leave it to the maths. Change of direction from Vertefeld. Double hit coming in on him. The new man, Mondina, out there in 29 for France. Loose ball, Graziano under pressure, looking for the steal. Is Mondina, and he wins it. Impact from the bench.
The ferocity shown by the French defense, just smothering the ball carrier for Argentina. Always two around the ball, and then bringing the player to deck and hitting the counter ruck, earning the ball back.
Maxime Grenal on debut here, Perpignan man. A combination there with Bouillet. And another decision goes France's way now. They're well and truly in control. Seconds counting down. Rebage has got an eye on the clock.
Quicker, please.
Frustrating error there from Argentina, off of a set play, not going the 10 meters.
Rebage in combination. Mondina, Grenal involved. Puzelgay, who got him in the lead in the first half, pops it up off the deck to Simon Desert, who's looking for a second try. Argentina look for the steal, but they've given away another penalty. They don't like the call, but that's the siren. France here have ripped up the scripts from an Argentina point of view. And here's Grenal, number 66. This is his debut tournament. He's from Perpignan. Wouldn't he love to get over for his first try in a blue jersey? He taps and he goes. He gives it to Bouillet. Driving the leg, Celian. Rebage wants it. Rayan Rebage. Icing on the gâteau for France. First win of the day for them, and they've ruined Argentina's chances of qualification here.
France with the nail in the coffin. Rebage diving over, extending that lead.
Rebage extra couple of points. He's been excellent, Rayan Rebage, and he has the final say. So France, couple of narrow losses earlier. They finally get the win here on day one.